Hello everyone and welcome to Medieval 2 iOS, now available through the Apple App Store to an Apple device near you. It's definitely meant to be played on an iPad, but I am playing it on an iPhone because, well, frankly, that's what I have, and this is definitively a dad game. I've played it at the soccer park, I've played it while at kids' story time, I played it on the toilet, and I've played it in bed because it's in my hand, it's in my phone, and it's fun to do so. Now, if you're new to playing Total War on your phone, I would highly recommend clicking the tutorial. And I know you're thinking, tutorial? I played Total War my entire life. Yeah, but you never played it on your phone. The controls are vastly different, and I'm going to go through the tutorial here just because I have fat fingers, and even now, having played it for a bit, I still have difficulty actually going through this. And if you've never played the tutorial for Medieval 2, it's actually quite fun. So here we go. We're going to play through the tutorial, going through how the battles work, and then showing how the actual campaign map works for Medieval 2. So if you have not seen that before, here we go. Aha, memories.
Following the death of Edward the Confessor, England fell into a bitter power struggle.
So very true.
Harold Godwinson was quick to seize power, though the King of Norway, Harald Hardrada, felt the land his birthright.
I do love how neutral this particular intro is. I've done a lot with the Battle of Hastings in my life. I've actually written a couple papers on it and one doctoral application paper, so it's one of my passions and the subject of my master's thesis, so I always love this because it was actually my first time ever encountering this story was through Medieval 2 Total War, and I think so many people out there actually encountered medieval history through this game, so it's great to see it coming back.
Even now he musters his forces.
Perhaps it is time.
Then what shall I tell the troops is your command?
Tell them we sail for England and conquest.
Yeah, because when your name is William the Bastard, I suppose you do want a different name, like, you know, William the Conqueror. I don't think I've ever watched this cinematic. It's funny, you know, you play a game for years and years and years, and you almost forget the details like this.
William's fleet swept across the channel like a mighty tide.
Not quite true. They all got lost in the middle of the channel.
They
had to regroup after a storm. And that's after a 2-month delay.
Clash would be the decisive battle for the future of the English throne.
Let's see, this is all pre-rendered, but now we're getting into the adaptation for iOS. Now, what you're going to notice is watching through this is I've been shocked just how good this actually looks, especially for a phone. Yeah, there's going to be shadows. You can't adjust individual graphical details, but you can actually change the size of the units. You can go up all the way up to huge. I have it set on large here, just to not overly tax my phone and, you know, make it blow up into a fiery inferno. But you do have that option to put it on huge if you want to try. So far, my general impression is you don't want to play a faction that requires a lot of micromanagement, at least on a phone anyway. I've got fat thumbs, and clicking on the people and making them do exactly what you want to do doesn't always happen the way you want it to.
Hastings, 1066.
October 14th, 1066.
The Saxon King Harold takes up a strong defensive position on Coldback Hill.
Not quite true, actually. He was on Sinlac Hill.
His men
Coldback Hill
form
was the muster
legendary
point.
Saxon shield wall, blocking the road to London and forcing a frontal attack from the Normans.
That, on the other hand, is true.
William waits patiently with ranks of archers, infantry, and cavalry, ready to launch a 3-waved attack.
That is true. William was one of the first generals to actually bring the 3 different types of troops to battle. So archers, infantry, and cavalry in roughly equal proportions as well. Much more what we consider a medieval army versus like a Viking Age or early medieval army.
In close combat.
It's funny, if you play the prologue, you can actually play this whole battle in the historical battle mode. But if you play the prologue, you'll notice these flags are all grayed out, because you don't play as William at the start. You play as William Rufus, his son, who's going to be holding the rear guard in a couple of moments.
For the first wave. Missiles! Attack! His archers raise their bows and fire into the shield wall.
Which you can imagine how effective that was. Uphill. Didn't do a whole heck of a lot initially. There's one detail that I hope the camera pans over here in a second that I've always really loved, because it's one of those really specific details that you know someone had to research. But over the top of the Saxon line back there is a tree. It's a really old-looking, withered, gray tree right in the middle of the map. There's really no reason for it to be there. But some of the very earliest sources about the Battle of Hastings say that they met at the hoary apple tree, the old apple tree. And it's just, whoever made this, I'm always impressed at the amount of love they put into the research to make sure to get little details like that right. Sir Robert, well met, Commander. I am Sir Robert, your military advisor. Follow my instructions, and together we will crush these Saxon dogs. Don't, Sir. Duke William sends his son Rufus to guard the rear and await his call to battle. Be watchful for a Saxon ambush. Unless we're slowly going across the bridge here. Tap the frame a couple times. Nope, can't skip. But it does show you all the commands. The one I didn't know is how to pause, and it tells you that in a couple of moments here. This is Rufus, your general, and his entourage, the finest Norman knights. To select Rufus, tap him. I'll give him that little touch there. To tapped. Ooh, yes. So tactile. Your general is your most important unit. He boosts the morale of nearby troops. If he is lost, they may lose heart and flee. Keep Rufus alive to conquer the Saxons. I think William Rufus is the one that died getting shot by a crossbow while he was hunting, like in the forest. So, moving units. To move the unit, tap, and then tap where you want him to go. Boop, boop, boop. Come on, tap, and then move. Tap, and then move. Let's try zooming. Yep, there it goes. This whole area, this whole section is very heavily scripted, so they want you to do exactly the thing. To move the camera, drag with one finger. Rotate the camera by twisting two fingers. That is where it gets a little finicky. I use my thumb and my forefinger, and it works pretty well, but I generally keep it pretty zoomed out whenever I'm doing this. Center on the camera on Rufus. So they want us to go all the way in. Hello there, Rufus. To zoom the camera in, pinch with two fingers. Automatically tilts as you zoom, just like every Total War in existence. Oops, I just told him to do something. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, tilts as we zoom. Fun stuff. Now, notice the UI is completely changed for this game, and I expect if they ever do the remaster, that'll be the same thing here. It's all been completely stripped out, so they have to almost make a new one on top of it. The balance of power bars in the top left corner shows your progress in battle, red indicating the strength of your remaining forces versus the enemy's blue. The bottom of the screen is the unit card bar, along with the command buttons for selecting units. So pretty similar to the original game, just a little more spread out to make it easier to tap, tap, tap. Select your cavalry now by tapping the highlighted card to tap. Double tapping the card centers the camera on that thing. Yep. Easy peasy, actually. Charging. Double tap a location on the battlefield, and they'll charge. So, ta-tow. Ta-tow. Alright, knights. Ta-tow. Alright, knights, come on. There it goes. You gotta really pap-pap occasionally. Like I said, the battles, you're not the most responsive. I mean, considering it's all happening, and I'm on a phone right now, that's what really boggles my mind. The campaign map works just beautifully, by the way. Toggle unit speed. I love that's a really big button down here. Or my cavalry to slow down. Love that. If you don't already know this from previous Total War games, it's less important in modern ones, but you really do need to conserve that stamina if you can. If they get fatigued, they do less damage over the course of a battle. So it is important to walk your guys into the fight whenever you can. You can always halt people by clicking the hand, select all units by clicking the troops down in the bottom right hand corner. That gets everybody. And then we can click, and then everybody moves over there together. To order units into formation, tap and hold with two fingers, then drag left or right to adjust the breadth. All right, let's see if I can get this to work right, because I had trouble with this one earlier. So, click. No, it's doing it again. Click. No, okay. Tap with two fingers. Nope. Tap with two fingers. Nope, still not doing it. You have to have them all selected. Tap with two fingers. And... nope, I'm doing the zoom. Nope, it won't let me do it. I had a lot of trouble because it's the same thing for pinch to zoom. And I see what they're going for with the 2 fingers, so I'm going to try to spread them out a bit more. Yep, there it goes. So you got to spread your fingers out a little more. I'm sure you can see it on the screen there. And I'm like having to like give my phone the shocker to make this work. But the spreading out of units definitely needs a little bit better help with the gesture. Troop banners. Units carry characteristic Norman banner. Banners are very rare per unit. For example, missile cavalry have triangles, while cavalries are rectangular. And I always love that right there. You can see the lion rampant on the banner of England. Now, the 3 lions rampant, humorously enough, does come over with William, and there's a question whether or not it was originally 3 lions rampant or just the 2, and the 3rd lion was added later. Uh-oh, Saxon reinforcements have arrived. Perfidious Saxons. You must stop them from crossing the river and flanking the Norman army. Okay, cool. Yeah, I mean, we got a bunch of guys. We should be able to do that pretty easily. Some spearmen in the back, though, so let's not charge cavalry directly into them. First, use your archers to shoot them. Yes, we can do that. So unlike in Warhammer, it's only the front row that fires? I don't know. Most rows are firing too. Never mind, I take that back. Archers are firing. They will move into range and fire the arrows, and firing a bow and arrow kind of parsing the card. And not only that, if you look, you can actually see that people like slowly be shot. We'll attack with our spearmen and finish the job. Yeah, okay, we can do that. Don't really need to do that. There we go. So they're gonna move in and finish the job with spearmen. While our archers do our thing. And I'm going to move my knights over here to do the thing knights do, which is ride them down. So you can spread these guys back out. I think if I'm on them, maybe if it's like if I have to be on the unit. And like I can spread it. No, I'm still having to zoom in and out. Yeah, it's amazing going back to these old style animations here. You know, they don't have the matched animations, but I think we lost a lot by going away from this in the long run. You lose things like unit push, things like that. Oh, yeah, don't want to shoot my own guys.
Changes in the course of battle. The defeat seems almost certain.
Oh, does it now? That's why I moved these guys right here. Boom. Do your thing, knights. Come on. Nice. Yeah, what you gonna do now, guys? Nothing, that's what. Like even the advisors like zoom in at the heat of battle, because it's awesome. No tactical advantage whatsoever, just looks cool. Unit status, level of unit, friendly enemy tapping on them. My status, my guys. Yeah. View unit status. By tapping on this status will show on the tooltip panel at the top of the screen. Oh, marching, eager, fresh. Yeah, you see up at the very top up there. Come on. Fire. So I can charge some knights here. Oh, cavalry, do devastate them. Shall we? Oh, that was good. That was not quite the charge I wanted, though. They didn't get a chance to really lower their lances right there. It's, oh, no, they're already running away. Oh, that's good. Think about running into peasants. It doesn't really matter. They're just stinking peasants.
Assemble the men.
Join the battle. William is calling you to join the main battle. The end is at hand. The next few moments will determine the fate of England. I'm doing this in the middle of a thunderstorm with a dog on my lap. It is the best way imaginable to play Total War. I recommend this to everyone. Alright, let's see here. Man, the future is 2022. Join the battle. First, select all of our units. Yep, okay, that's all my units. And then go back over the main river crossing. Okay. Got him. Everybody's moving back across the river. Battle speed, but marching over long distances, use battle speed controls. It does have a half speed. I'm not sure if the original had half speed. I know in Empire Total War I used the half speed option, but here, just because of the finickiness of the controls, it will be used a little bit more, I suspect. I'm humming Sephiroth. I was like, that's not Medieval 2. What is that? Alright, return to normal speed. Yep. Okay. Alright, sir. Move into position. Order your troops to fall into line with William's army. First move your archers to the front row. Begin with a good line of sight of the enemy. Yep. KB. Move you guys with everybody else there. And then we'll move our spearmen just behind. And then our cavalry just behind that. And then Rufus can bring up the rear. And then we'll speed up again because we know to do that now. Issuing auto. The battle is now paused. Orders issued while the game is paused will be executed when resumed. Tap the highlight play button to resume. Yeah, okay, sure. Now's a good time to use speed control. Set the battle to highest speed. When your men are almost positioned, revert back to normal speed. Okay. There we go. That worked pretty well. Normans are fleeing. Low morale among some of William's men has caused them to rout. Morale is lowered by units tiring, taking casualties, and seeking allies. Flee or their general die. You know, the reason people generally get annoyed about that sort of thing, I suppose. Alright. So you gonna let me join? Come on, let me join. Let me join. Let me show you what my 4 guys can do to win this entire battle. Peasants are charging. Saxon peasants have broken ranks and charges. Now's the time to attack. Actually happened in the battle. So yeah, in the original battle, the Normans were fighting, and Duke William actually got his horse killed underneath him, and so everyone thought he was dead, and so his army started to run away, and the peasants sort of charged after him. He rallied his own men and managed to sort of cut off those guys right there, fire on the peasants, and turned the battle around because of it. Fire on the peasants. Yes. Now, if this looks a little cramped to you watching at home, like there's a lot going on the screen, keep in mind, I'm doing this on a phone, so the big icons are really important for me. Your fine Norman archers will make short work of them. I've never called Norman archers fine. I mean, they pretty much imported all of them. So, I mean, the Welsh, the Saxons, Robin Hood, none of those guys are Norman. But sure, whatever. Now charge with your armored sergeants. Finish off their peasants. Stop your archers firing, or they will inflict casualties on our own men. Who cares about our own men? Let's be honest here. They can't learn how to dodge a simple arrow. They deserve it. In the meantime, shoot these guys. Careful not to shoot your own men. What you're going to do in like 2 seconds. Yep, alright, so stop shooting. Stop shooting. There you go. In the meantime, let's see if we can find that hoary apple tree I was talking about. It must not be in the prologue. Interesting. So the prologue uses a slightly different map than the historic battle. That is really interesting. Thought the peasants section shield wall is broken. Oh yes, clearly the peasants were what was holding that shield wall together. Alright. Fire into the main infantry. It is lightning here so hard right now. It's in the middle of a storm system. So I'm really hoping this recording doesn't just, crap out in the middle of this. Okay. Yeah, the repositioning of units is a little finicky still. Ah, I love that scripted scene.
Battle seems to be swinging in our favor.
King Harold takes an arrow to the eye. It's a great way of introducing you how the battles work, though, especially if you've never done it on a phone. I mean, it's, I'm so used to clicking and going all over the map and really high intensity stuff in more recent Total War games, so it's weird to almost like click and wait here. Fewer you have to deal with later. Write them down, boys. It's not a war crime if they're Still fighting. It is a war crime, if you're wondering. Oh, man. Medieval rules did not quite apply the same. It's actually not true. I say that. The Pope was so abhorred with the bloodshed at the Battle of Hastings, he made William build a church on the spot to atone for the amount of men senselessly murdered in his crusade for vain glory. So even at the time, people were like, dude, Battle of Hastings was a bit messed up, actually. Finish them, Harold's most loyal troops, his huscarls, are standing to fight. Let William finish them and be done with this bloody day. And it is very true. The huscarls stood to the last man. Okay, so I need to help you finish them. Yeah, okay, how am I going to finish them? You gotta let me take back control of my guys. I'm going to finish them. Alright, I assume they're up here on this wall.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Great.
If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I assume you're the guys
Only
going
half the enemy force remains.
berserk here. Yep. If you ever see a red blinking flag, that means they will choose death
All of Christendom
over
will be awed by the
dishonor
victory we have won
and
here
fight to the
today.
last man. So give them a little bit of room and shoot them with archers. Pro tip of the day. It's so crazy to play this on a phone, man. Like, oh god, what was this? When did this come out? 2008? I mean, I couldn't even imagine. No, it wasn't even. It was like 2006. I mean, I just can't even imagine this in 2006 being on a phone. Like, you know, thousands, hundreds of guys on the screen like this. It's just nuts. All right, so we're going to do the actual Norman Conquest now, where you work your way across the land, and it shows you how to actually build stuff in there. And this one threw me a little bit, because there's actually a brand new screen in this game that was not in the base game. And not like a new UI element, like it has a new information that was not there previously that I really wonder what it's for. So I'm curious what you guys think about that one. Greetings, my liege. I am Lady Gwendolen, your guide. Follow my instructions and we will claim the English throne. To continue, swipe this advice to the right. Chow. The campaign map. This is the campaign map, where you build cities, raise armies, and do battle. Unknown areas are hidden by the fog of war. As you explore, more of the map is revealed. I have no idea what this voice is. Zero idea. Move the camera by dragging on the screen. To zoom in and out, pinch with 2 fingers. Ooh, try not to pinch too hard. Ooh, goodness. Try this now. Let's see. Restricted area. Yep, there we are. Lord Rufus. I do love that's one of the weirdnesses of the game. Oh, that's cool. So if you zoom all the way out, it actually goes vertical on this one to kind of help you to be able to move around. Huh, that's really interesting on this one. Yeah, the armor doesn't change through the ages for the campaign map, so they're wearing late 1400s full plate in 1066. For now, the campaign hammer is restricted. Campaign progresses in turns. Each turn has limits. Characters may only move so far, and raising buildings or recruiting units can take multiple turns. Can't they now? Well, come on then. Oh, whoops. Swipe it to the right. That was my fault. Rufus, son of William the Conqueror, because he just won after all, is one of your generals. Should William take the English throne, Rufus will one day be king. Tap Rufus to select him. Cacao. Highlighted area shows how far Rufus can move. To move him, double tap or tap and hold on a destination. I have personally found tap and hold works better, and you'll see why in a second. Then tap the tick button to confirm. Move Rufus now. So instead of double tapping, you tap and hold, and you see this little thing appear on the screen. Okay, where they want me to go with him. I'm just like joining the father's army. Come on.
I'm afraid not, my liege.
Oh, I guess they want me on the boat.
With honor,
Click
sire.
to go to the boat. So that check mark pops up. So it's like, oh, do you really want to do thing? Okay. Bottom panel shows the army selected and the settlement. On the left, the scroll button option notifications. Your faction's emblem leads to the faction summary. Hourglass buttons in turns. So boom, faction summary. Click, click. Unit card at the bottom is just like unit card back inside the battle, so that's nothing new or exciting. Tap him and hold him to learn about his
Hail, my
card.
king.
Tap and hold. Goosh. Right, so Lord Rufus, talented commander. Traits are really clearly visible on the right-hand side. I do like that. And you can click on the trait individually, and it goes through them with you, tells you kind of what each one does, which is awesome. Makes it really super obvious what's happening there, which I really appreciate. Let me see if we haven't taken any land yet, so I can show you that screen yet. Rebel armies near Caen. A rebel army has appeared near the undefended settlement of Caen. Reinforce. I mean, it's a castle. I wouldn't exactly call it unprotected, personally. I mean, but whatever. Reinforce it quickly, or it will fall to the rebels. Pow. Swipe right. To fortify Caen, you must send Rufus back to Normandy by ship. To board a fleet, select, double tap. Yep. Alright, so we'll try double tapping. So you'll notice double tapping. Just one too many extra taps right there. It's just not as necessary. Fleet basics. Here's how to fleet. How do you fleet? Tap ship icon on the bottom left. Yep. Okay. To view any military units board, tap that. Okay, yeah, so that's cycling back and forth between fleet and regular. Can we... Ordering a fleet to disembark. All units. They only need to disembark right there on the Norman coast. Yep, gotcha. Can we do that?
Ships ready.
Click and hold. Click the icon that pops up, and away it goes. Yeah, the clicking and holding is more intuitive. You get used to that very quickly. I was surprised how quickly I was like, yep, that just makes sense. Now take your armies to embark, move Rufus to Caen to fortify it. Man, that was a good turn for him. On the way to England and back. Whoop. You see, like right there, I wasn't quite far enough down, so I have to adjust the screen a little bit. So, come on then.
Hail my king.
Ugh, come on, here we go. Go in. Yep, okay, we got the icon.
Yes.
I have fat, short fingers, and occasionally it does get in the way of this. Here we go. Come on. There we go. With Caen fortified, the time has come to take London. Select William the Conqueror, then launch your assault by double tapping on the city, then tap the tick button. I got that little sword pops up, which means it is time to go and show them exactly how we feel about these Saxon pig dogs. Sword comes up, sword comes down.
Prepare to assault the walls.
Let's see. You're now besieging London and viewing the siege overview screen. Before assaulting, you must build siege equipment that can break through the gates or overcome its walls. Tap the ram icon to add it to the building. Boom. And you can't have butt ladders in this game, so let's add a couple ladders as well. Maybe a siege engine just for puts and giggles. I do wish there's slightly more difference between the continue siege and the lay siege option. Like they're the same icon with like a little bit different. So unless you've gone through the tutorial, it's not immediately clear what each one of those does. Siege equipment takes at least one turn to build, so to assault London, you must wait for your next turn. During the turn, tap the hourglass. Pow! Turn is done. Man, that's some good times. New turn. It's your turn again. Treasure replenished. Your armies have agents arrested, and your rivals have made their moves. Now execute your strategy, which in this case is click on William.
Orders.
Yep. Click William. Double click the screen. There we go. Assaulting. Boom. This deployment, your forces shown on the bottom left, enemies on the right. Blue and red armies relative strength of their numbers. So, yeah, we're going to win this no matter what. So, I'm just going to click auto resolve. Nice. King Godwine was no longer king at that time. He died in Hastings, but that's fine. I guess Edgar the Eighthling did not need to make an appearance. King for all of like 4 days as a 12-year-old. So he got abdicated pretty quickly. Oh, man.
As you commanded, sire.
Occupy, sack, or exterminate. I'll tell you exactly what's going to happen. Population goes down a little bit, but Florence goes up. You know, this is William the Conqueror, though weirdly, he did just occupy for this one time. It's the north where he really goes a bit bad crap and pretty much burns it to the ground. You can now develop the city to increase your factions income. Raise army, double tap, open settlement over your screen. This is what I want to show you guys. Right, so double tap, great, really cool screen, and oh, hello, new mission from the Pope. Mission from the Pope. Trade increase, +1 chivalry. Oh man, didn't need to be chivalrous. Fulfill the Pope's request. Tap the small church to add it to the construction queue. Boop. All right, got that. Where's that screen? This is why I want to show you guys. Get a load of this. So it's a breakdown of the region. And if you look right here, it actually tells you specifically what all the surrounding tiles around London are. So hills, dense forest, woodland, swamp, and it's on a grid. I mean, that's really, really specific. Even gives you soil quality levels right there. Now, I'm sure the game probably already did this because it's looking at the pixels on the original maps to determine these things, but I've never seen it broken down to that level before and how that impacts income. So, I mean, previously this was sort of a hidden thing inside the game. I don't ever remember seeing this, but yeah, I don't know what this could be used for in the future, but it's very interesting to see right there. I mean, it tells you exactly what each little bit of this land is being used for, and I wonder if it actually senses where your army is on top of these tiles and then builds the battle map accordingly, because Medieval 2 wasn't just set battle maps. I mean, it's very much determined based on your location, so they're much more large geographical features, but I wonder if it takes like whatever the highest percentage is and builds a battle map off of it. But yeah, previously hidden, back-end map region modding stuff visible inside the game now, which is pretty cool, man. All right, sorry, I got really distracted by that screen the first time I saw it because I was like, what is this? All right, I guess a lot of missions here. Build a small church. Yeah. Cool, yeah, we got that. I gotta keep that Pope happy. We're the largest, most advanced, and our repairs are complete. I think we're the only faction right now, but that's cool. Build a small church. Build a small church in London. Are we not building a small church in London right now? Oh, there it is, small church. All right. Small church under construction. Boom. Human units, congratulations, you did not piss off the Pope anymore. Well done, continue to improve your standing with him. You may be able to embrace a crusade against the rival faction. Oh yes. Oh yes. One of the interesting problems with playing England in this game is the more you take it to the Scots, the more the Pope gets a little pissy about it. So you gotta be very careful. Keep him in your back pocket, especially, as you try to also fight France, who has a lot of control over the Pope. Alright, what's our next quest? No active missions. Everything's just groovy right now, man. Everything is Kevin Bacon ready to go. Okay. So what now? What are we doing now? Just hanging out. We got anything to build? No? Yeah, church is done building, so we're just going to build a unit or two, I guess. I can retrain some guys. Yeah, you're going to retrain that have suffered casualties. Cool. Depleted units are highlighted in red. Tap to add them to the queue. If you're new to this one, you can only recruit 2 guys at a time, but you can replenish many at a time. And replenishment isn't automatic in this one. You have to actually tell it to kind of retrain the guys and refill their numbers. Oh, man, can recruit units in Calm. Tap it right there. Go ahead and retrain our guys. Yep. Intern, and away we go. And yeah, you'll notice how quickly these are starting to go, and this is really the beauty of this game. And this is why I found myself getting into trouble with very quickly, because I'll be like, oh, I'm waiting in the car line to pick up my kid. Just gonna do a turn or two. Tap, tap, tap. Oh, crap, cars moved. So, definitely play this in a place that you don't have to worry about the turns just drifting away so quickly. It's funny because I've gotten so used to having to always click 13, 14 things, manage mechanics, and all the most recent Total Wars. And this one, you're sitting here, you're doing the thing. It really is the perfect dad phone game. And I'm assuming that many of you that have nostalgia for Medieval 2 probably are either fathers or getting old enough in your life right now that's sitting on a couch with a dog and playing this has an appeal to you, to say the least. But it's fun, man. It is fun. All right, here we go. Let's see. I got a code for this, and this code was this code was provided to me by Creative Assembly, even though it's made by Feral Interactive. And I told the guy when he gave it to me, I was like, I was in my in a bathrobe in the toilet when I was playing it for the first time. I'm like, this is brilliant. This is everything I want in life. Just so funny. All right, here we go. I want to record, guys. I got missions here. No active missions. Report in the turn. Let's hit it. I mean, it's the prologue. I mean, it doesn't really carry over into the main game here. Come on, what do you want me to do? Yeah, double click on Nottingham. Tap the tick button to lay siege. Oh, it wants me to take Nottingham. Okay. So it wants me to keep going north. So I want you to set yourself up so that by the time you start the main game... Oh, hey, look. You have a spy. George the Killer. Well, that waits to be seen, doesn't it? Oh, he doesn't come up next. They're going to tell us how to use all that in a moment here. So, select the army by clicking the army button. Click and hold. That comes up. Boom! Easy peasy. Nottingham is a castle with better defenses. Tap the ram and siege and ladders. You're gonna need all three. Gotcha.
We shall prevail in this siege, sire.
I'm gonna notice Khan is a castle. Open its settlement overview to find out more about castles. Yeah, okay. Color me curious. Alright.
I'm afraid not, my liege.
Come on. I think someone is selected right now accidentally. I don't know why. Come on. Okay, that's London. No, I don't want to do anything. I want to select the previous city. Well, let me. I think there's something going on with what I have selected right now, and I don't know what it is. That is one of the things that's a little less obvious here is...
I'm afraid not, my liege.
Let's end the turn. Try that. End the turn report. Come on. Select the flag, maybe? Nope. King Edmund, okay. Actually, it's Edmund the Exile. That's really impressive that they did get that. Like I said, the details on these games always astound me. Alright, here we go. I'm not sure we can win this. Well, I really don't want to have to fight a castle battle. Okay, you know what, sure, let's do it. I've always been so bad at these. Like, even in this game, like, this is the first game where just, like, the castles will ruin your life in these turrets as you slowly go up there. And so, sure, is there, like, a foggy afternoon or something? Nope. Final obstacle in the English throne is Nottingham. Take London was a glorious achievement, but capturing the city will prove much harder. Thanks. Swipe right. Different types of siege equipment have different purposes. Rams smash gates. Ladders and siege towers allow men to scale enemy walls. Yep. Okay. Deploy the ram in front of any gates to hasten your assault. Where's the ram? Ram. Okay. And then this guy, and then this guy. Alrighty, here we go. Siege towers unable to move the steep hills, so you should deploy them to the left of the army of the enemy gate. Yeah, sure, okay, cool. Be specific. Okay. Come on. Ladders go further left. That's where they want you guys to have the ladders. Alright. Ladders. Siege tower. Okay. Come on now. Okay, I guess start the battle. Draw fire. Siege equipment is valuable. Prevent it taking too much damage. First draw the enemy's fire by sending forward an infantry unit. I mean... Okay, that seems a bit wasteful. Let's get these spear militia guys. Screw these guys. Draw their fire, men! These poor sods. You know, I don't care. I mean, you're going to be shot anyway. Just go ahead and run. Run. Run that way. Just take all the fire. Okay, come on. So wait till you start getting shot and then attack. Got it. Such a brave strategy. So bold. So daring. So original. Things move pretty slow, so let's go ahead and okay, come on. Okay. Come on. You can do it. Click on the left. There we go. You. I don't think these gentlemen are actually drawing the fire like they're supposed to. Come on. Alright, I need you to come up to this gate and ram it. There it goes. You've selected the gate now. Come on. Come on, draw some fire, boys. I guess you got confused because I sent those other guys to your spot. I didn't need to do that. That means that you... Nope. Okay, come on. Alright, that probably tells the ladders to fuck off. No? Yeah, you guys can go around the corner. Let the siege tower, which is slow as hell, do that. Come on. Everybody move quicker. Stop getting shot. Oof. A lot of dead guys right there. So many dead guys. Yeah, you are. You're such under attack right now. You can't even feel bad. Alright, here we go. Where are you going? You turning? Maybe get out the way here, Marines? Okay, good. Because I'm not sure how much longer everybody else is going to be able to stand here and take this. Yeah, I know. Believe me, I know. I'm the one who told you to go in there and be under attack. Come on, take the wall. You can do it. Are we on the ladder yet? Oh, here they go. Come on, you can do it. Yeah, get that wood up, boys. Nice. Go up there and show those archers what for. Wait a minute, are you archers? No, you're regular guys. Good.
Battering ram has done its work. Now is the time for brave hearts and brave deeds.
Brave hearts and great deeds, also called my entire force of cavalry. Just run right in. Gotcha. Come on.
Lord be praised. Our siege towers are at the walls.
Selecting all the cavalry, run them in. Gotta get my infantry, run them too.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Don't really want to run the king in, though. It feels like he could get shot in the face. So as long as that castle's back there, he can get shot in the face. That's choices you gotta make. Get the morale bonus, or get shot in the face. Tough calls. Let's have restricted camera on because it won't let me go too far past where my guys are there. Yep, I have restricted camera on. Oh, this guy back there. Uh-oh. Too problematic.
The Lord is with us today.
What are you guys
Captured
fighting?
the enemy's walls.
Yeah, just stop getting shot and run in. Come on, come on. Do the thing you do. You run it, people, at full speed. Come on. Do it, do it, do it, do it. Or lower the lances. Nope, didn't have enough run-up speed. That's one of those things that is in here as well. It takes a run-up time, so if your guys don't have enough time to get up to speed, they don't lower their lances, so they don't get that full brutal charge that you want. And they get dealt with by these Huskarls right here. Good lord. But, yeah, so you gotta watch out for that. Gotta give them that good run-up time. Yeah, Earl's Huskarls, man.
The enemy king lies dead, slain by our gallant warriors. Attack while his men
Just
mourn
as
their
I'm
loss.
meant to do. Whole army. Come here and attack. Whole army. Whole army. Attack. Yes. They'll never expect everything to be clicked at once. It's a bold strategy. Only the greatest generals can accomplish. Actually, I need to pull these guys back for they're all completely obliterated. Just getting massacred. God. Hey guys, let's not walk out of there. Let's run. Let's run, not walk away from that fight that you're dying in. Where are you? Yeah, let's go stand you right over there so you're pretty happy. Okay. A little happier, that's good. What's happening here? You guys just walking at him again? How'd you guys know that's exactly what you should be doing? Just slowly walking at the enemy. Would you hurry the bleep up? Alright, everybody, run. You, King, stop dying. Come on. Stand over there. Try not to die. Everybody else, do the bidding of your liege. There we go. Now people are dying like they're supposed to. So I think I'm gonna retreat him outside the walls because this is not.
Very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Just come on out here. Just hang on outside. Wait for the rest of this fight to be over, yeah? Okay, where is everyone dying here? Let's see the battle map. Can we see the battle map here? There's some guys up on the wall still, I think, but we do hold the square.
Our men no longer command the castle.
Oh, okay, I see what's happening here. Yep. Tiny, tiny screen. Definitely would help if I had an iPad. Every now and again you play this game and think, I should have auto-resolved that. This is one of those situations. Come on. Everybody come over here and capture this, please. Thank you. So, like, why are they still even in control of this? What do they still hold? Okay, is there a place they still hold? Oh my god, right there, seriously? That's what's doing this? Ugh. Guys, please come over here and just ruin these guys' day, please. This is ridiculous. All that time, stinking group of archers over there just hanging out. Sniff each other's butts. My own archers have been shooting them this entire time. Let's convert to fire arrows here, guys. Let's really ruin their day. Come on. See which happens first. You die from archers, or oh, there it goes. Haha. Just like I intended.
That goes to only men of great.
Clear victory, my ass. That was so bad. Everything about that was poorly done. Alright, enemy army are out, so I got a trace increase. Probably bloody-minded, because they can pull that out.
Courage and honor have conquered.
General's chivalry, we're at +1 chivalry. Occupy, sure, why not? Victoire! You have won! All your people celebrate the victory! Would you like to continue and gain even greater glory? No, we're going to exit the main menu because we actually want to show how the campaigns work. Am I enjoying Medieval 2? Well, I'm not going to do that right now. But when you start a new game, one of the fun things about this one is Grand Campaign. This doesn't include the Kingdoms expansions, but you'll notice you have a lot of choices up top. Some of them are blacked out. Until you complete one of the main campaigns, you don't get the secondary choices. Luckily, the main campaigns are ridiculously fun. You got England, you got France, the Turks, Holy Roman Empire, Castile, Spain, Venice. You will learn to hate Milan, who is the green one over on there somewhere. My goodness, you will learn to hate Milan. But once you do those, and you can do either long or short, doesn't matter, you unlock the rest. I typically play the short campaigns because it's a little closer to the historical, and I get a kick out of that. You can do different difficulty levels, different advice levels, a whole bunch of options right there. And for advanced options, you know, same stuff from the old game. But yeah, I mean, it's Medieval 2, except on your phone. I mean, it gets a little fiddly a couple points. I mean, my fingers are kind of fat and having difficulty clicking on a small-sized phone. I can't imagine playing this on a mini, but I suppose you could if you're, you know, a glutton for punishment. But it's Medieval 2 on your phone. It just still startles me even now. This is even possible. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching what can only be described as a trip back in nostalgia time for me. And tell me what you think about the game. Tell me if it's something you're interested in, or if you're just like me and especially excited for Medieval 2 Remastered. Because if you'll notice, a lot of the art and unit cards and event stuff that we were seeing in there seemed to have been tweaked from when it was in the original game, which definitely promises possibly this could be coming back in a new version in the future. But yeah, that is that, and have a great day out there. Thanks for watching.